What are you doing, girl? I'm recording a video. Okay, go. Go, baby. Hello, world. Welcome to the 209th video on my channel where I'm building my own digital assistant named Shane, like Jarvis from the Iron Man movies and comics. When I first started YouTube, I started playing around with the Zillow API, and I got good with it. I was able to get my own house's information, and then I started pulling the neighborhood that I live in information, so I could start to build a comparison file, know when houses were for rent, etc. And so if you're on my website, you can just search, or on my YouTube, Brandon Jacobson, you can search for the Zillow API, and this is only the 10th video I've created, and this was the very first one right here. And then I got the house prices and the square foot for every single house in my neighborhood. That was video number 53. And just I use Python pandas to generate some cool charts and everything. So it's very useful. And the biggest one that I just need my own Zestimate, because I track how much my home value is that I use for my own personal net worth. And so over the last couple of years, the Zillow API has stopped being used, and they've outsourced it to a company called Bridge Interactive. So if you were just to Google the Zillow API, for example, you would come to here, the Zillow group, Datas and API. And depending on what you need, you can go through here. But let's say you just want a Zestimate, right? And so you see this right here, Zestimates. So cool, let's click on it. All right, so the documentation URL, it's a RESTful API. It supports JSON. So let's click on that. And then it sends you to this Bridge Interactive right here. So here are all the URL requests that you can do right here. And so you can use the API Explorer, and then like any good API place, and it says you need the server token. Okay, so the next logical thing is to request a server token. So when you get to this getting started, it's telling you what kind of application you need to submit and how to access the data. And so it tells you later on to just email Bridge Interactive to get your own API key, which I did. And I said, good morning, I'm a hobby Python programmer. I used to use Zillow API. I wanted to see if I can get the official Zillow API that Bridge Interactives, and they said, not really. It's for commercial use cases by businesses. For research and academic projects, we provide the following metrics that have a looser terms of use as far as storing and manipulating the data. So you click on this link and it takes you here to this housing data, and you can see the different data that's available. One is the home values, one is the home values forecast, rentals, inventory. So I downloaded this one, this home values, and it pulls up this rather large Excel sheet, and it gives you a region ID, region name, region type. So in here I looked up the Bossier City zip code, which is where I live, and it's pretty empty all the way up until about 2007, I believe. There you go. So this is just the Zillow average index for this zip code, and so it's not something that's useful to me at this point. It is updated monthly, which is kind of cool. And so if you're running into a situation, pretty much for any API of a large, that a lot of people would use, the best thing to do is go to RapidAPI. I'm not sponsored by them. I have no link for you down in the description where I get money for this. I just know that when I need some sort of weird API and the business doesn't have one that's public, I go to RapidAPI. So the first thing you'll want to do, if I logged out, you'd see a sign in. So just go ahead and sign in and you'd make a project. So I keep all my APIs under the same project. And then once you're here, this is what your dashboard will look like. So go ahead and type in Zillow right here. Don't know the difference between all of these, but let's just do the Zillow with the popular icon that we know of. So you can access the US and Canada property data in JSON, CSV, or Excel formats. And like most API websites, so I've already subscribed to this. And so go to pricing, and then it says choose the right plan for you. All right, so you can see here that basic, here is my project. And then you should have a clickable button so you can subscribe to that. So you only get 30 per month, and it's a hard limit. So that kind of sucks for me because as I'll show you, I put it in my net worth tracker. And so if I run that tracker every single morning before I wake up, then I would quickly hit my 30 API a month. But either way, if you're building a real legit program, you can go pro, get 10,000, which is nice. All right, and so once you do that, you can go to endpoints. Make sure you're subscribed to it. And then you can look at the different endpoints right here. So search for properties, property details, by coordinates, Zestimate history. And so I think I went to property details. And so here on the code snippets, you can go to Python or whatever computer programming language you're using. Sorry, Python. I use requests. And you could just copy this code right here, which is what I did. Copy it. And now what you'll need to do is import JSON as well. And then if you look at the code, it stops at here, print response.json. So response like that. So from here, the response, then I put the response, I put JSON data equals response.json, right? And then the Zestimate is an integer of JSON data Zestimate. And so how do you know where it is in the JSON? If you just printed this JSON, like print JSON data, you're going to get a crap ton of information. And how you can tell is by example responses. You can see all of these keys right here, right? Each one of these values has a key, right? That's not even fully expanded. So let's press expand all. And now look at, I mean, just the sheer amount of information is just insane. So we just wanted the Zestimate. I used Pretty Print like I do for all of my large JSONs, and I found it, and it's just simply Zestimate. It has its own value and key for Zestimate. And so let's print that. Print Zestimate. Now, since it's in the JSON, it's going to be a string, so I just made it an integer. There you go. So $324,700. So to find your ZPID for your property, you can just go to Zillow. And we're going to type in, let's look at this house. I don't know whose house this is. I apologize if it's your house and you're watching it. So there you go. There's the ZPID. So just right there, copy and paste that and put it into here. And that will give you the information you need to know. And then you can import it. So like I did, from home price or whatever you name your your file, you can import your Zestimate and then use it however you want. So that's it. Again, 30 per month is probably not ideal, but it is a workaround while you're building your projects. And so if you've had a successful Bridge interactive API key or a Zillow API key, then please post in the comments so everyone can see how you did it. But until then, I hope this helps, and thanks for watching. Goodbye, world.